Let's take a look at the Freeway token. Hello and welcome to Operation Crypto, and welcome to today's video. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel to be notified we're going to be pushing out new videos. Just a quick roundup here about a project I've seen that's recently come out, probably about 8-9 days now. It's Aubit, and it is called the Freeway token, which is ticker FWT. So I'm just going to do a quick insight to this and have a look at some potential what the project is and the key statistics, and then have a look at the chart towards the end. So we'll start off with we'll jump onto CoinMarketCap and run over some of the key statistics about the token for the information that we've got already. So Freeway token, which is ticker FWT, it currently has a token price of $0.00622, so you can say that's a lot less than 1 cent. It's pretty much about half of 1 cent. So I mean, it is very low. It is slightly up. Well, slightly up, say massively up. It's 25% up today's trading. If we look at the rank, it's massively. It's a very new project, so it's going to start somewhere. It's starting at the bottom. Rank 2,427. We have a total supply of 10 billion FWT. Circulation still unknown. It will take quite a while for this data to come online. I've just had a look at CoinGecko, and there's no circulating supply data on there as well. We're getting $1.4 million worth of data, and currently the market cap is unknown. We can see a fully diluted market cap in a second on Etherscan. If we just look, the pretty much most of the volume is getting done on Uniswap, and they are listed on Bitfund Global. If you look at all-time highs, it was, can't see it because my head's in the way. Let's scroll up a bit more. So there you go, it was around 0.7 cents. So I mean, it's still fairly low there. And that was yesterday, I believe, them all-time highs. If we just look at Etherscan and have a look at some of the stats of the token. So currently we've got 1,385 addresses that are holding the token. If you look here, the fully diluted market cap, which will be the 10 billion, is around 62.3 million. We are not sure how many of them are in circulation yet. If we just look at the holders, this will give us an idea to who's holding what. I just looked at this before. I would expect the top 10 there to be at least the team holdings there, broken down into several amounts. That's what usually happens. The team don't always hold it in one wallet, because then it leaves them liable for tax and stuff like that. So there is, I would expect that. And then you can see you've got 1,000 other addresses. I mean, there's some people holding a fair old decent amount of this. You can get 1.7 million for around $10,000 at a minute, and considering that we're this low and you can get that much amount, it's quite decent. What I want to do next is just jump over to the website and have a run through what the actual project is and what they are planning to do. So the company itself is called Aubit, and we can see we've got quite an extensive bit of information on the website. I'm just go through it all. So it does say that Aubit is a groundbreaking new asset management platform built for greater total returns on the world's top investment products and asset classes. So it does say that simulations show up to 75% additional users gain above the market benchmark could be possible with no extra risk. Currently have a waiting list. This app is still not out yet. It is a very new project. It was founded, I believe, a couple of years ago, but it's taken a while to get to this point. If we just scroll across, you can see it is built for users of the Aubit network enhanced asset management model. It's designed so user account asset volume grows over time, which is quite a cool concept, really. Scrolling down, we have some partners here. So we have TrustSwap, which is quite a well-known in the crypto space. Latitude Services, Simmons, Deltec, and Gresham International. Quite a few features on this app, and I'm just going to run through each one of them. So you will have growth on everyday trading. So the Aubit network aims to be the first to bring the power of network effects to the finance and asset management sectors. So it does say when an Aubit network product is traded, 80% of a product related transaction revenues are automatically redistributed to every product holder, which is good. It's kind of similar in a way to what what's that new app called now? The Hold, which is Utrust. They do something called reserve and reverse staking. It is quite similar to that. So you just say, for example, if you were to hold Aubit networked gold bullion product, your gold holdings would increase every time anyone anywhere in the world trades the Aubit network gold bullion project. So that is quite good. That is split between users. And then in traditional asset management, the gold in your account would remain unchanged. With Aubit Network Enhanced model, your gold would grow over time as a result of ongoing redistributions of gold trading revenues for greater total returns with no risk. That's what you need. You do need a lot of things with no risk nowadays. Everything just seems to be fucking high risk, and you end up throwing money at random shit. But also, just want to have a look at here is the redistributed revenues again. So Aubit bridges the old world of finance with the latest DeFi and digital tech to dramatically reduce occupational risks. This is generating additional Aubit network growth for its users. Unlike simply reducing fees, redistributing revenue creates network effects. So that's another key point we need to do. To say that network effects have revolutionized just about every industry. However, no one has yet used the right tech to leverage its potential in the world of finance until Aubit. So it does sound like we're trying to break into something new that has not been really tackled yet, and that could be, if it turns out to be decent, then it could be a game changer. We have rapid big tech like mass adoption, so Aubit may need just thousands of users to achieve critical network mass. So big tech generally needs millions of users to reach critical mass. That's the point at which the effects networks can hold its potential growth, because the Aubit model functions on trading volume rather than its users. So the higher the amount of volume, and the bigger the network is. Scrolling down, what other information do we have? You have some places here where the app will be available. So I mean, dark blue is institutional and professional investor participation only. So if you're in the mid USA, then pretty much you're fucked. You can't do anything. That's pretty much the same for most cryptos. It's hard work for the Americans to get anything to do with crypto. I mean, it's big over there, but the government make it extremely hard for them. And then it does say here that Aubit, if we just go across there, Aubit is working to bring a new, easy and improved route to financial markets for everyone. So the $89 trillion USD asset management industry continues to grow each year, but hasn't changed in decades. So buying assets like gold, stocks and bonds has never been efficient, seamlessly and fully accessible to everyone. So Aubit does seek to change that. This is a very, very new project, and obviously what they're saying here could be relevant in the future, but we are in early days and we need to see how it plays out and see if the team does as they say. Just running another team here, Aubit's management team and advisors have worked on some of the largest financial technology companies in the world, including Goldman Sachs, HSBC, Fidelity, some massive names there, Morgan Stanley, Google, and the Prudential. So these are some of the teams that the team have worked with. Obviously, we've got all the LinkedIn names here, and you can click on them all and find out what each individual person has done in the past. And then we have some advisors down here, which could also be quite good if you want to look into it. If you just look at the roadmap, it is, like I say, it founded a couple of years ago, 2017. So the founders did start a project. Then in 2018, the ideation and the legal viability. Moving into 2019, early seed equity round, pre-alpha version developed. So they did spend $1 million on the early seed round, which was it was fair well whack really. Then in 2020, the project's announced the late seed equity round, main development and regulatory infrastructure. And coming into final points here this year, so Q4 2020, which we're in now, 2020 roadmap items. So we have the Aubit chain testnet, and then we have private alpha. So it is currently an ERC20 token. It does say that if they are in testnet, that does say that we're going to be running into their own blockchain. So running into 2021, they will have a public beta, and then the chain of Aubit will have a mainnet in around Q1 of 2021, so that's not too far off there really. And then going into, I'm not going to read into all these, but you can see, if you go onto the website, you can see the full details of a roadmap. So that's the team, what the project are trying to do, and the roadmap. And we'll just finish off and have a look at the chart. We've only been trading for a week, so but we'll just jump over to ChartX Pro and just run over that quickly. Alright, so here we have FWT on the daily time frame. This is the Uniswap chart. It's only been trading since the beginning of the month, really, 2nd of November. We are also on Bitfum as well, which is getting a little bit of volume, but not a load of it, really. So we're not going to be able to do much TA on this, really. I mean, we've got pretty much a week's data, and you couldn't do anything with that, really. But as you can see, since this trading, probably people are starting to get to grips with this and know what the project is and find out about it and hear it on Twitter and in your Telegram groups, etc. So this is starting to rise up now, as you can see. If we just drop down to smaller time frames, we'll drop right into 12 hours. See if we can get any key areas really to know. I mean, you could say there's a key area. No, there's not really. There's not much, as you say, we've only got that amount of data. We'll drop right into 4 hours, see if we've got any data here really. I'm just looking for some key areas of support and resistance, really. I can't see us having any, to be honest. I mean, you could say we've got one there. If you look at this wick here, let's change it a bit thicker. So that we did reject off it, and then we rejected off it pretty much twice there. So that is a key level there, but we have stayed above it. If we close above this area, then on the 4 hour, it should be quite bullish. We're having a bullish uptrend at a minute. We have got a few more key levels down here, but depending, this is very, very low. This is less than 1 cent, and it's got a 10 billion market cap. So I mean, we've got another level down here. Them two are pretty much spot on. So that could be a level we go down to potentially, down at 0.003, so at 0.3 of a cent. But that will just take some big orders to make it happen. If you look down here, I think we've got, I mean, it's not precise there, so I'm just gonna, you could say we've got pretty much a key area down here. It's covering all them wicks, and you could say that the potential to dip into that area is possible if we do get a bit of a retracement. But we just drop right into the daily and the hourly. As you can see, we're still remaining bullish on here. Looks like we've hit a little bit of resistance here. If you look at these wicks, we've rejected off that a few times, and we have rejected off it again there. So I mean, to flip up and beat these all-time highs, we're going to have to close above this on the hourly and then push forward. But it is looking good. I can't do much analysis there really, as in it is very new. We've got 7, 8, 9 days of data, so it's not much there. But so like I say, that is just a little introduction to a project. Once we start getting some more data through within trading data and more information about the project itself, I'll do a proper in-depth review to a project and take it from there. So thanks very much for listening. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you next time.